Ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure for invitation me. My name is Gawel Solosky from Lincoln University. My specialization is documentation, and my main topic is one of my topic is microation. Microation meanings not the oxidation of anaerobic bacteria from 2 to 8%. The dark fermentation is the process for anaerobic digestion, special case, where the organic waste are converted to hydrogen in two stages of pyruvic acids, and this conversion gives hydrogen molecules and acetic or propionic or butyric acid, which is the most common due to the lowest Gibbs energy that causes showing us spontaneity of reaction. Gibbs energy from thermodynamics means that if it's positive, then reaction cannot occur. Therefore, if the butyric acids fermentation pathway has lower Gibbs energy than acetic, this means that is more probable reaction to occur. Therefore, in dark fermentation mostly occur butyric acid fermentation pathway. Therefore, we produce usually for 18% because this is the efficiency. This is causing that acetic acid would be more favorable because it's high efficiency. But we still don't know the method that will shifts or material that shifts this into acetic acid. Maybe some treatment is useful, but not many knowledge. The correlation isn't a method that was supposed to the documentation bacteria, because according to opinion, the main bacteria which are for Clostridium are very fragile according to dark fermentation method. However, they forgot about Clostridium perfluoroalgensis that is not so fragile and causing sickness, and also like gangrene, which causes destroying of body's vessels if they come to wounds and injuries. And other trouble is, for example, food tooth decay that digest organic matter, food waste in this case from teeth, and destroyed by these acids the tooth layer of calcium They are coming to our flesh, destroying this because they produce a hydrogen. Fortunately, the little air doesn't damage. Therefore, I decided to check how it works in case of dark fermentation. And as a result, 2 to 8% was stimulating in every material I could choose, because I was choosing as of feed cotton, that it was due to high saccharose, only cellulose content, believed to be optimal material because according to knowledge, glucose is the favorite, and all rest lignin are inhibiting, then was oxygen stimulating, however not so high to produce 90 gram per kilogram of cotton, which is the potential of cotton, which means that this material should be the optimal material for dark fermentation. But the trouble is that they are difficult to break bonds by hydrolysis, and this is the big trouble and big expense of such process. And doesn't have, because if I added some material, like for example sour cabbage, or then some other rest like collagen, it helped. Because beside hydrogen, there was, especially in case of more proteinated, because sour cabbage was thought to be source of lactose, which is different saccharose, and other method, and is initially digested, so bacteria will not have such much work. But sour cabbage is kind of cabbage fermented by lactic acid bacteria, meaning that if it have some initial level not so high, up to 85 degrees, degree of conversion, the initial cabbage, then hydrogen bacteria was stimulated. This is because the sour cabbage also contains some protein. And this is as I find, the reason of so huge production of hydrogen from sour cabbage. It's that the oxygen is stimulated, but also some little protein is necessary. And even in glucose, the good results wasn't by only glucose, but by adding agarose, which was source of protein. This protein is maybe not only, but catalyzes the digestive organic waste that is coming for our bacteria and our generation, and digesting by them is forming some hydrogen sulfide. In methane production, glycoration was good method of avoiding hydrogen sulfide. And it shows that it was better because it stimulated hydrogen production. And more hydrogen production occurs, the better methane production, and less hydrogen sulfide was emitted. due to because this hydrogen sulfide was in less concentration. And this means that stimulation is due to microration as in metal production and in hydrogen production. But in case of metal production, is not so in only initial stages. So the stage where dark fermentation is significant because then after this, if bacteria are not stressed every time after some period, and metagenesis is not stopped, then all
मैं
bacteria
start करूँ?
starts produce methane. And this is the all. Thank you very much.